gotta walk. Huxley gonna give you a cracker. Working on walking, right? Yeah. Oh, I've been so excited for this package to arrive, and now that it's here, I kind of wish that it wasn't. Just so sweaty and hot, and putting it together sounds awful, but I really want it to be ready to go, outside, set up for me to enjoy by this weekend. So it must be done. You can't even see, this whole box is full of more pieces. It's been out here for 2 minutes. Excuse me. Never buy this. Never order this. This is the single worst project I have ever taken on in my life. I hated it. It took me 6 hours. And there are 2 reasons, because this should not be a hard thing to assemble. Number 1, the instructions. There's no writing at all. It's pictures, and they're terrible. Absolutely terrible, with 0 details. So you end up putting pieces all over the place that aren't supposed to be there and having to undo it. So the pieces just don't fit together. So there's still parts, like there's supposed to be a canopy, will not fit. I tried and tried and tried. I'm sore. This is so ridiculous. I feel like I just did a full workout, and I still have to have Ben help me. And I think it's just going to make him angry also, because I got a really good deal on it. There's that. Whatever is completed, I think I'm going to love it. It's going to be a perfect place, because Huxley wants to come outside the minute we get out of bed, and I am not ready for that. So this is going to be like from my bed to this bed if it's ever done, but I am in bed. Gosh, yeah, he's super late actually, waiting for Ben to get home. And he is going to be bringing with him a dog. People that live like 1 street over, I say 1 street over, it's probably like a mile the other direction at least, and all like heavily wooded and our land, and then like a big huge ravine creek thing and whatever. But still, 1 street over in the country. They know that we have a little rescue, take care of dogs, whatever. And she found me on Facebook and sent me a message asking if we could help her, because she had a stray beagle walk up on her porch today, and she's got dogs and they're not super friendly, and so could not keep him. She says he's very sweet. He is definitely old and just generally looks like he's not been taken care of, I guess. She did check, take him for microchip check. He's not microchipped, doesn't have a collar. Out here, we went through this with Mocha. We've had several other stray dogs. We had the whole litter of puppies, whatever. But beagles in particular, we had another one that we tried for a long time to get a hold of and never could catch him. But anyways, there's a lot of hunters out here. And so your mind automatically goes to, okay, either this dog was abandoned because he was like previously used for hunting. His mobility definitely is not great right now. Looks like he's got possibly some hip issues, although it could all be caused by the fact that his nails have probably not been trimmed in years. They're all like wrapped around, curled around really bad. Just looking at him first glance in the pictures, has some skin issues going on. Yeah, your mind goes 2 places. Hunting or breeding, basically. Breeding would be for hunting. So I don't want to stereotype. I have a lot of family, friends, whatever. I grew up around hunting. When it's like done in specific ways, I understand it. I've kind of gone into this before, but my dad, who is also a big hunter, spent his life, his career protecting nature, the wildlife, the environment, basically. Devoted every day to it. And this gets controversial. People get upset about it. But the truth is, because of humans and our influence and everything else, certain populations of animals do need to be controlled. And there's just no other good way to do it. And so he monitored that, though. That was part of his job. His career was to make sure that the balance, the general ecosystem, all the living things in it, animals, plants, everything, were surviving partially by regulating hunting restrictions. And in some cases, that means increasing hunting restrictions so that people can hunt accordingly, keep populations in check. Big thing, totally going off on a rant here, but all that to say, I am not biased, I don't think, against hunters, especially when it's done ethically and responsibly, legally, and you know, the animals aren't suffering and the animals are being used appropriately. So not my preference, obviously, but yeah, there's that. And so when I follow that up by saying that most likely these dogs, these beagles that have come into our care neglected, were previously hunting dogs. Some of them are not. Fantastic people. And so some of the telltale signs with the 3 that we have now, Claire, who's been with us for years and years before I even had this channel going, so you don't know her story, but it was the same situation basically. Claire, Mocha, and now I'm calling him Lenny or Leonard. I don't know. All of them came in with the horrible, horrible nails, which normally indicates that they are being kept in some of like the small little teeny tiny crates basically. Hunters have a whole team of beagles, a bunch of beagles, whatever. That's where they live predominantly. All 3 of them acted like they'd never been in a house. Very, very anxious in a house. Sweet dogs, but also very anxious with too much human contact because that's not something they're used to. So you can tell they basically went from their dog box to the box in the car to running, hunting, whatever. Breeding, because both females definitely had litters before, and this male is not neutered. Claire's case, they also had filed down all of her teeth, which is another sign. She was used for hunting. They do that when they don't want the dog to accidentally puncture what they've retrieved. In this area, more than likely, there is the chance that they've just wandered off, that they were out hunting something. I don't even know what is legal to hunt right now, but sure, there's a chance that they were someone's dog and they run off during a hunting excursion or something. Or, you know, their noses can take them really far. So who knows how far away he could have come from. Although he doesn't move very quickly. So I retract that statement. I don't think he came from very far away. But all 3 of them were also very old or sickly. In Claire's case, she had a ginormous cancer growth. And so typically at that point, they're not going to be wanting to keep them on the feed bill, essentially. And that's just making a generalized statement based on the other care that the dog has received so far by the looks of it. Skin issues, teeth issues, mobility issues, nail issues, like a basic thing like the nails. To let them get as bad as they are, he probably just didn't care. So anyways, Ben is coming home with him. Poor Ben, who's coming straight from court. So he's in like a suit, whatever. He doesn't want to get dirty, but he's going to stop anyways and pick up this dirty dog for me. Throw him in his car. Bring him home. Probably not going to bathe him or deal with like the nails or anything tonight because it is kind of late. And also I want him to just sort of decompress and like trust me a little bit. I don't know how he's going to do for any of this. So a side note, and probably it's irresponsible of me to an extent. I am 8 months pregnant and I have 2 kids and I work 4 jobs. Technically, I guess. And I have all these other animals. And so while maybe some people would look at me and say like, no, you're the crazy one, I think about all the people that surrender their one and only dog when they find out they're pregnant, or their one and only cat, or whatever the animal is, basically implying like, we're going to have a baby. I can't keep this animal. There are some circumstances. Okay. 99% of the time, I think it is a crap excuse. I know I'm not normal, but still, we're comparing like one pet that they get rid of. Oh, geez. Hello, elephant ears. It's about to get loud. Let me show you. Introduce you to Leonard. Hi. So sweet. So sweet, huh? Every beagle, we have 3 now. I'm also like barely able to even get in there, and these things are taller than I am. Look at him. He is so happy. He is just the happiest boy. So we have 3 senior beagles. Mocha. You all know Mocha. Mocha. Come here, Mocha. Well, you know, she's still, yeah. For anyone who wants an update, Mocha is happy and sweet, but still just wants to keep to herself. Not the case for Lenny here. He is all about the attention all the time. Sweet man. So much more mobile and active than when he got here. Crazy man, look at this, look at this. We do have him on some joint supplements, but then also just a nail trim. Like, honest to God, that's all it took. And look at him. It's amazing. Bare minimum. So we did do, yeah, nail trim, bath, all that good stuff. He needs to be neutered. Might wait until after the baby comes, though. That's kind of what we're debating right now. Just so that I can not worry about, like, if I end up needing to go to the hospital while he's still recovering. And that's one more thing that other people have to do. And he almost could do with another nail trim. His nails are so long, there's no denying it. But you can watch my short video of his full little spa day. That'll kind of show you why his nails are kept a little longer right now. It's really hard when his when nails were as long as his were to get them as short as they need to be, because the quick grows out. So it's kind of a process. But looking at him now, I might be able to take a little bit more off, because it has been, what, 2 weeks? So I was supposed to be in Michigan right now. It was going to be me, Andrea, and the boys. Me at 8 months pregnant, going 14 hours in the car. But I'm out of breath from carrying this up the stairs because it weighs a ton. Things changed, and on the day we were going to go, we ended up staying. So I am mostly upset. Well, I'm upset about a lot of things, but one of the things I'm upset about is that I did like the most beautiful packing job. So much stuff, all the kids' things, all the road trip essentials. It was beautiful. And now I have to unpack it all. I'm unpacking it all because I had and then repacking it because I had the brilliant idea that, like, since I was already partially packed, we should just go on a weekend trip. I didn't think that through though, because I don't need all this stuff for a weekend. So I'm still having to completely unpack and repack, and it's camping. So like totally different things are needed. So, and we're using the RV that we used to bring Averick home in, and it has not been used since then. So it also is a ton of work to get that ready now. And I'm wondering what I was thinking. Y'all are gonna get really tired of hearing me complain about my heartburn in every video. It was really bad with Huxley towards the end also. It's like coming back to me now. I knew I had heartburn, but I kind of forgot how bad it was. All day, every day. It has been a day. And I'm sure Ben feels the same way. He was at work all day and he got home, and then like we've just been going like crazy. It's 8 o'clock right now. Are you kidding? We're usually in bed like an hour ago. So I'm towing a boat, and Ben's behind me in the RV. The RV that you may remember from my time in New Hampshire a solid year ago. I was living in this thing with both babies, waiting for Everett's adoption clearance to go through. And it's definitely got some little quirks that we were being reminded of when we were trying to get on the road. Same with the boat, honestly, like just little things. And also just getting it all packed up again, because we've been trying to sell the RV. We want one. We just don't know what style we want. If we want like an actual like motorhome one, or like a trailer style, or what. And so in the meantime, we were gonna sell this one, emptied it out. So all of like the gear that you would need for camping, all the linen, all of the kitchen stuff. Like I had bought all of that before, but yeah, took it all out, and now we can't find it. So I had to just gather up stuff kind of in a whirlwind, unpack what I had packed for the week in Michigan, repack for camping. Thankfully, I think this is a really good test run. I don't know that it's going to be as like relaxing as what you typically envision a weekend at a campground to be, because of all those factors, and because it's just a big learning curve, I think, for both Ben and myself. But it's only 30-ish minutes from the house. So if we forgot something, or if we're just like, forget it, we can go home. Yeah, it's on our little lake here. It's not little, it's a pretty big lake. And so we can take the boat out. Mom and Shannon can come out if they want to, ride out on the boat for a day or whatever. We can take it out and bring it back in, take it out and bring it back in, whatever we want to do. They've got a really nice playground. The camping spot that we found seems like a really good one. It looked really shaded, but still bouncing all over again. It looked really shady, but also it's still like right on the water. And oh, bonus, it it happens to be really close to like one of my favorite breakfast places that I almost never go to because it is like 40 minutes from the house. But weekend plan, I'm looking forward to it. Nothing else. I think the boys are gonna love it. This is day 2. Day 1 I did a bunch of filming, but mostly for like TikTok. Also, it was chaotic, even more than I expected. Because the RV, we knew the generator didn't work. So typically we just plug it in when we're at campsites. And then that would work fine. Plugged it in, nothing works still. So no air conditioning, no fridge, no lights. So that was a big no. Thankfully, oh boy, what's this? More? More seashells? Mm-hmm. Let's see them. Wow.
And we found one that was still together.
But not alive.
Well, throw that one back then.
Huh? What? The living one? Yeah, put that back. Okay, we gotta put them on the blanket? Great.
Throw that one back.
Yeah.
That's you. That's your job.
Throw it.
That's your job.
Take it back with you. Hide it. Throw it way out into the water. Woo! Good job, buddy.
Right,
thank you.
More.
Are you gonna throw them back in?
Yeah, leave them. We get more.
You wanna throw them back in?
We'll get more and make your mommy a necklace. Yeah. We'll get a drill and we'll make them on string.
That meant we were not going to be staying here. We got out here probably like 8. And then by 9 we were, yay! No. And then by like 9:30 we were going back home. But we decided to still come back out all day yesterday. And just have like a breakfast brought out here, ate it at a picnic table, played in the water a little bit, went out on the boat for a while, kids napped, and it was cool enough because our RV, you can see it there, is in the shade. We found a really good spot, so it stays in the shade all day. So it actually was not too hot, all these portable fans. So the boys napped for a little bit with fans on them. We made lunch, and then we went to the playground.
You're not paying attention.
What? And then we went to the playground for a while. And it was a really good day. We still had a lot of fun. It just is a shame because all we kept thinking about was how nice it would be if we were, oh geez, his tractor's floating away. How nice it would be if we were able to just stay, wake up here, have dinner here, all that like we imagined. So anyways, we're back to thinking we definitely want to sell this RV and get something else rather than like deal with all the little quirks and issues. Just get something that kind of works better for us too. So I think this just kind of inspired that. The boat was great though. We might go back out on the boat today if it stays sunny. But right now we're hoping Everett's gonna nap, although it's not looking great.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Everett is not as happy about his new life jacket, buddy. What? What do you got on your neck? You.
Open.
Yeah, so you wear it. So I got them better matching life jackets for the boat. We have a few, but I don't feel like, yeah, the boat, I don't feel like they fit them great. So I just did some research and realized, yeah, that they're not really the best fit. So these are supposed to work, what is it, 8, 9 pounds? Up to 30, I think. Yeah, so infant to 30. I actually am not thinking about it, and I guess I'm going to need another one really soon, but that's okay. We'll start with these. You want to try it on? Yeah, it might be more comfortable than that bigger one I had you in. I'm supposed to be putting these clothes away. It's all the kids' clothes from the packed and then canceled vacation and then the packed and attended vacation. It's so much. And I just am getting tired thinking about the fact that Everett just threw something and that there's going to be another size thrown into this pile in a couple weeks. Ugh. I'm trying so hard to keep it all organized and stay on top of it. But it's gonna be so much laundry. And I think we need a new washing machine, so that's fun. All right. I gotta step up now. Wish me luck.